morning, everybody. Welcome to Visco Fit. If you're new, it's the start of what I'm calling my MOVEmber program, and it's a way to get us into the holidays feeling good, not feeling like we're already kind of going into the holidays feeling out of shape and lethargic and whatever. So it's a way to kind of head into the holidays in a great way, and I'm really excited to share it with you. So things you need to remember. I'm just starting the timer, so let's go ahead and start our warm-up and I'll tell you what we need to do. Okay, so start at a slow jog. For all of these exercises, even though we're working our arms, you are always going to want to keep your core tight, and your core is this entire area in here. It is the center, it is your strength, it is going to help keep you from getting injured. I want you to grab one wrist, and I want you to just give a gentle pull to one side, gentle pull to the other side, and good form for me is key. I don't care about how heavy you're lifting. I don't care about I don't want you to move super fast. I care about really good form. Take your fingers, and I want you to press your fingertips back towards you. Let's stretch out those forearms and those biceps. If you've had any injuries, surgeries, anything like that, I highly, highly recommend you check with your doctor before you start. Okay, you want to hook one arm around the other. And just again, these are all really, really gentle stretches because we're not warmed up. So I love working arms. You will see results if you work your arms. That's just all there is to it. And it's wonderful. So, okay, give yourself some hugs, and we are going to get started. So the first exercise we're going to do is a tricep exercise. We're going to take a single dumbbell, and I'm going to want you to lower it. Let me demonstrate. I want you to hold it out over your head and back. And you want to lower it between your shoulder blades, and then you're going to squeeze your triceps to get it back to the top. So again, all very slow and controlled. Your feet are hip width apart. Your core is tight. That, again, is the key to our getting good results, keeping our form really good. Okay, so we're going to do 15. So lower down, squeeze to get up. So you want to squeeze your triceps on the way down and on the way up. So you see how my movements are really slow and controlled? That is what we want. We don't want anything too rapid, because when you're moving too quickly, your form is going to start to falter a couple of reps in. So I think we have 3 more. Squeeze. And you definitely should feel the burn. And that's what you're going to start to get used to as you do these 10-minute workouts, feeling that burn. The next thing we're going to do, I'm keeping all the exercises really simple today. You will definitely, just because they're simple doesn't mean you're not going to get results. The next one is a bicep curl. So again, feet hip width apart, core tight, shoulders back, and you're going to squeeze up slowly. So you want to squeeze up in a count of 2 and down in a count of 2. And again, you're squeezing on the way up and on the way down. You never let the weights flop down. So start with light weights. You can even start with no weights. I have 10s, but I've been doing this a while. So feet hip width apart. You want to curl up and curl down. So you see my pace. Follow my pace. We're doing 15 of these. And definitely the burn should have set in. I created a new version of my bicep, tricep, and shoulder workout last week. I think it was Thursday or Friday, and I'm still sore, and it's Monday. And that's what you want. You want that soreness. So you're not going to get a ton of soreness from a 10-minute workout, but the goal is, as we work our way up in length of workouts, we have 5 more. You start to get increased soreness. By the way, at any point, you can go down in weight or drop your weight completely, but I always want you to finish the reps. If we're doing a timed exercise, I always want you to finish the amount of time. Again, even if you drop the weights, even if you take 10 breaks, that's totally fine with me. I don't care. Okay, so the next one we're going to do are shoulder lifts. So shoulders are an area that, especially women, they don't even think about. They don't even think about working them. They don't enter into the equation. I can tell you it's been huge for me to work my shoulders. This is where I carry my stress. So therefore, this is where a lot of my headaches would stem from. I've had headaches my whole life, but the decrease in the number of headaches I've had since I've worked my shoulders and strengthened them is amazing, and the way I carry stress is completely different. Now, I used to just get these knots and like barely be able to turn my head, and that does not happen anymore. So this is our position, straight line from your head to your heel. You want to lift up and back as far as you can, and then you want to go down and back, okay? So you're also going to feel this in your triceps, and that's great, but we're really focusing on squeezing those shoulders, and what do you think I'm going to tell you about this? Core tight. I'm going with 5-pound weights. You want to go lower with shoulder exercises. Okay, you never can really go heavy with those. Okay, so we're doing 15, so you go up and then back. Remember that core is tight. That is your center. The rest of your body should be still. The only thing that's moving are your arms. So you squeeze up at the top, squeeze in the back. We have 8 more. Do not release your core. Very important. I know, if you're starting to feel the burn, you can take a break, you can drop the weights down to a lighter weight, or you can drop completely. But finish, you can still continue to squeeze, even if you're not holding a weight. 3 more. One more. Good job. So you want to just shake them out. You can give yourself some hugs, because again, the burn will set in. So what I want to tell you is when we're doing 15 reps, if all 15 are super easy for you, you need to go up in weight. You want those last 3, 4, 5 reps to really, really have to work for them. Work for them, but with good form. If your form's bad, you drop down or drop completely. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is another tricep exercise. It's one of my favorites. You're going to take 2 dumbbells. You are going to hinge over. Okay, your knees are bent. You want your back flat. You're going to put your arms straight out behind you, palms facing up, and you're going to squeeze your triceps to raise them as high as you can and come down. If you want a fuller range of motion, you can start here. I prefer to keep them up here, and that way I get more of a concentrated emphasis on my triceps. So I'm going to go with 10s. I only have 10s and 5s because I'm on the road, but that's great. I'm happy to have what I have. So we're going to hinge over, okay? Core tight, same rules apply. Your arms are out straight, squeeze up and down. We're doing 15. You'll know pretty quickly if your weights are too heavy. Come on, we have 5 more. Like I said, these should be challenging. Another thing I will tell you, never, ever, ever hold your breath during an exercise. So you point your elbow up to the ceiling, give them a little stretch. Okay, the next one we're going to do are hammer curls. So hammer curls, the weights are going to face front to back, okay? So I want you to do an alternating one. I want you to come up, and as you're going down, you come up with the other arm. So 1 and 1 is 1 rep. So we're going to do 15. Again, feet hip width apart, core tight, shoulders back. So you'll notice I'm working shoulders, biceps, triceps, and then we're also going to work our forearms by doing a wrist flexion. And I can tell you, working your wrists is key too. I've had a couple of times where I've gone down. One time I just like fell in the street. I don't know why. If my wrists had not been strong, I would not have come out of that so well. Okay, 4 more. You really want to squeeze. 2 more. You should really be feeling the burn and really have to squeeze to get through those last few. Shake them out. Okay, so the next one, what I'm talking about is the wrist exercise. So you're gonna hold your weights down. You're gonna curl up with your wrist. Then you're gonna turn your hand around and curl up. You do not wanna go heavy with this. Trust me, trust me. I'm using 5s. They just look a little bigger because they're like filled with sand or something. Okay, so we are 10 minutes in. We're gonna do this one final exercise. Then we'll do a quick cool down, and I'm gonna keep going with my people who wanna stay on longer. So you're gonna curl up, curl around. We're only gonna do 10 of these. That's 2. Your core is tight. Same rules apply with that, always, core tight. 5 more. See, such a simple movement, right? But you can surely feel this. 2 more. 1 more. And we are done. So again, take your wrist, pull, stretch those triceps out. You can get a little bit more of a stretch here because now you're warmed up. I want you to hook that one arm around the other and pull towards you. To stretch your shoulders, put your thumbs on the front of your hips and push your shoulders towards me. Then relax. Do it again. Shake your wrists. And my MOVEmber people, you are done for the day. I will see you tomorrow. It's most likely going to be 6 a.m., 6:15 a.m., but it's going to be Eastern time because I'm going to be back there. So that's it. Have a great day. People that are still moving on, we're going to do shoulder sweeps. So shoulder sweeps, we go across, back up, other arm, back up. So we do 1, 2. That's how we count for these. Do not go heavy. Trust me when I tell you. Because remember, you're holding that weight up at the side. Hold on, somebody's saying hi. Oh, hi, Marianne. Okay, so I want to make sure I have enough room out to the side. Your arms are out, your core is tight, your feet are hip width apart. You want to sweep across and back out. So you're keeping it close to your body. So you're working your shoulders, you're working your biceps, you're working your triceps. I love this exercise. This is a total burn, and that's what makes it great. Very effective. Just that added challenge of having to hold that weight out to the side is crazy. Let's do 2 more. There you go. There you go. Ooh, I love that one. Okay, the next one's called a big combo, and that's because I wrap everything up into this one. So you are going to curl, then you're gonna rotate you're gonna curl, and then you're gonna rotate your hands, push up, rotate them down, hinge over, arms back, and squeeze, okay? So you'll get into it, it's a fluid movement, so each rep is a few different moves. So just keep that in mind. I'm gonna start with my 10s because I can always drop down if I need to. Sorry, I just wanted to time us so that we don't lose track. I'm sorry I can't go the full 35 minutes today, but gotta go get ready to get to the airport. Okay, so you're gonna squeeze up, rotate up into a shoulder press, come down, hinge over, arms back behind you, and squeeze up, okay? So this is the movement. This is 3. I know. This is 5. We feel like we should have already hit 15, right? We're not doing 15 of these. We're gonna do 12. We have 5 more. How is your form? Do you need to drop down? If you need to drop down, that's fine. There is no shame in dropping down at all. There is shame in quitting because you're only quitting on yourself. Nobody else can do this for you. You can have someone do your hair, you can have someone do your makeup, you can buy nice clothes, you can get a mani-pedi, but nobody can do the things for your body that need to be done except for you. You can certainly pay a trainer, but that's really, really expensive and they still can't do the work for you. They just might make you a little more accountable because you're paying them so you feel like you should go. But I promise, if you keep up with this MOVEmber program, if you go 5 to 6 days a week for the next month, you are going to find yourself in a rhythm. And I've seen it happen time and time again with myself, with friends of mine, people that I know that work out. We all say the same thing. Once you keep it up consistently for that first month, it becomes so much easier. Okay, so the next one we're going to do are punches. So you want to put your feet a little bit wider, like full hip width, if not a little bit more. And we're going to do cross. And this area has got to be so tight. Your core is like this. Okay, so you're going to get a little rotation. So 1, 1, 2, 2. Then we're going to go down. Then we're going to do uppercuts. Okay? I'm going to use 5 pounds because normally I would use 8 pounds, but I don't have those. So feet a little more than hip width apart, core super tight. Okay, 1. So your heels are going to come up a little bit. I want nice sharp punches. Okay, we did 15, now we're going down. Do not relax your core. 3 more. Okay, now we're going to do uppercuts. And uppercuts, this is your movement. You're going to dip down a little bit and come up. Again, 1 and 1 is 1 rep. Sharp movements, super, super tight core. Okay? Five more. That is awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is a tricep exercise. And trying to think about the best way to do this because I don't have all my equipment. That's okay. We are going to get on the floor. The reason I still exercise when I travel is because I have realized how easy it is to improvise. You can't improvise with weights as much, but I have a whole series of road warrior workouts that you can do when you're on the road and you don't have any of your stuff. So for this one, you're gonna sit, your legs are stacked, you're leaning on this back hand. You raise this weight up and back. You're gonna lower it down between your shoulder blades and come up and really squeeze that tricep. You have to keep your core tight, okay, because you want really good form and you don't want your weight to be too heavy. We're doing 15. Squeeze. Concentrating, really focusing on that tricep muscle and squeezing on the way down and the way up. I think we have 7 more. 5 more. Awesome. So you see how you doing that one arm tricep really, really burns it up in a whole different way than when we use the single dumbbell and we had both hands working. So go to the other side. Okay, you want to stack those legs. You're leaning on this hand You lower this down behind your shoulder blades and squeeze up. So remember, you're squeezing on the way down and on the way up, and that's how you keep it a really slow and controlled movement. 10 more. So when you come down, see the way my elbow is pointed straight up at the ceiling? That's what you want to make sure is happening. 5 more. Remember, these last few should be challenging, extra challenging. But as long as your form is good, you can keep the weight. If your form starts to falter, you want to drop down in weight or drop completely. And are we going to feel bad about that? No, not at all. Okay, so now I want you to get a chair or a bench, or you can use your ball. I don't have either of those things. So I want you to sit in your chair or on your bench, and you are going to lean forward. Your elbow is going to go on the inside of your knee. What is happening? I'm getting some kind of message, and I don't know what it is. Okay. So you're sitting like this. Okay, you're going to squeeze up and down. So again, your elbow is anchored to the inside of your knee. You keep that core tight. You curl up and down. So you're squeezing on the way up, squeezing on the way down. We're doing 15. Oh, come on. This is 10. We have 5 more. Let me see how we're doing time-wise. You know what? Let's stop at 10 and go, because I want to have time to do another shoulder exercise. So you're squeezing up and down. Come on, 2 more. Oh, very nice. Okay, so now we are going to work our shoulders, really burn them up. I'm going to use 5s. Again, you want to go light. So your feet are hip width apart, core tight, shoulders back. You're going to lift up, out, back in, and down. If you have rotator cuff issues, you might not like the way this feels. If you have rotator cuff issues, I would hope that you talk to your doctor. It's very important. Okay, so up, out, in, and down. So we're doing 15. Do not be surprised if you have to drop down in weight. Okay, we have 10 more. I'm only doing 5 pounds. And you see that this is challenging. Shoulders are hard. They just are. Seven more. We have 5 more, and I want to finish. My form is good, so I want to finish with these 5-pound dumbbells, but holy moly. Okay, 5 more. Come on. That's our timer. So we'll do a quick. We are done. Let's do a quick cool down. Give yourself some hugs. Oh, I love hugs. I really do. I'm so happy you joined me. So happy. Some people are saying hi. Hold on. Oh, hi, Wally. Hi, Tabitha. All right, so I want you to take your fingertips, press them back towards me. Let's stretch out our forearms and our biceps. Point your elbow up towards the ceiling and stretch that tricep out. And we are done. That's it. Tomorrow morning, like I said, I'll do 10 minutes of my MOVEmber program. It is leg day. So yeah, I'm gonna do 10 minutes of legs, but then I'm definitely gonna go the whole 35 minutes for the rest of you that want to stay on and are my regulars, okay? Have an amazing, amazing day. Your comments, questions, feedback, all of that is super helpful. And as always, I really appreciate you sharing my workout. A lot of you have been doing that. It makes me really happy and I appreciate it. Okay, have a great day.